everyone, happy end of 2016. We're about to enter the year 2017. So you know what that means, tax season. So if you have done any freelance copy editing or any freelance work, you'll have self-employment income. And that's why I thought I'd make a little video about today. Now I'll preface this with a disclaimer. I am not a tax professional. I'm simply going based on my personal experiences of having done freelance copy editing. And so I thought I'd just make a little video about the topic of freelance expenses. And so, as you probably all know, if you're a freelance copy editor, you get income from your clients. You do copy editing for them, and then they mail you a check, or they pay you through whatever method you've agreed upon. And then you have expenses that you incur while providing your copy editing services. So the income minus your expenses is your net income, and you're going to be paying taxes based on that amount. So we all want to pay the lowest taxes possible that we legally can. Don't cheat. And so if you want to lower your taxes the most that you legally can, you need to, one of the things you need to do is accurately document and report your expenses. And one of the pitfalls is sometimes some people don't have good record keeping. So I want to encourage everyone to have good record keeping. Now some people use online software and applications to keep the books on their freelance copy editing, and that's wonderful, but it is still humanly possible to do it the old-fashioned way with like a shoebox or plastic box filled with your receipts, and you can use binder clips and paper clips to categorize them into different categories and that sort of thing. But I just want to stress the importance of documenting all your expenses. Some of the expenses that it's important to keep track of are red pens, or any color pens you use while copy editing. Also, the dictionary, these hard copies or online subscriptions to dictionaries, and of course online subscriptions to style guides, as well as hard copies of style guides like the Associated Press Style Book, Chicago Manual of Style, all that. Also, you probably have some paper that you use to print out the documents that you're copy editing, because oftentimes it's easier to conduct the war on air when you're reading something on paper than looking at it on a screen. Also, you might have buy a computer mouse or other computer supplies, ink cartridges, of course, those can be quite expensive. Also, you might be buying a laptop computer or a printer, and definitely save those receipts. I'm not going to go into detail in this video about how you take tax deductions for those, but for a computer, you can stagger the tax deduction over 5 years or do it all in one go in 1 year, but that's for another video. But I just want to stress the importance of keeping good documentation of all your expenses. Another expense is, this probably doesn't come up a lot with freelance copy editors, but if you have to drive a car, perhaps to meet with a client, for example, or maybe to get something printed out at a FedEx Kinko, for example. As of January 1st, 2016, the IRS website says that you can deduct 54 cents for every mile that you drive. So remember to document those expenses. Another expense to keep in mind is business use of your home. If you use the simplified method for business use of your home, what you do is you measure the amount of square footage in your house or apartment that you use for your copy editing. So let's say you have an office that's 10 feet by 10 feet. That's 100 square feet. You multiply that by 5 to get 500, and you can take a $500 tax deduction for business use of your home. And if you use the simplified method, the maximum you can deduct for business use of your home is $1,500. So up to basically 300 square feet of your home can be used for business expense, as a business expense. Another expense is your internet usage. If you use if half the time that you're on your internet in your home it's for your copy editing business, then half of the money that you pay to your internet service provider is a business expense. Some other expenses that you might have, or maybe you have a personal website, maybe you advertise your copy editing services on other websites, so those are all business expenses for advertising. Another thing is, one thing that a lot of people find helpful is if you have a lot of expenses related to your business, is to have like a separate credit card just for your business expenses. And that way, if all your business expenses, you do them just on one separate credit card, it's easy to keep your personal spending and your business expenses separate. So I hope you find this little video kind of helpful in jogging your mind in what sort of expenses you might have incurred as a freelance copy editor. Sometimes there are expenses that we incur that we just completely forget about. And so I wish everyone the best with doing their taxes for the year 2016. Hope everyone has success with accurate taxes and pays the lowest amount they legally can. And with that, I'd like to wish everyone a happy 2017 and a happy year in conducting the war on error in producing great copy editing. Thanks!